All of you, please be in mute. Don't unmute yourself. Okay, is the screen visible to you?
Yes,
Anyone
ma'am.
can respond. Okay, let us see the second problem. Let us see the second problem. All of you read the second problem. All of you read the second problem. If x is a continuous random variable with the PDF means probability density function. Okay, CDF means cumulative distribution function. PDF means probability density function. Here x is a continuous random variable with the probability density function given as small fx of x equal to a into 3x minus x square for the values of small x ranging from 0 to 2, 0 less than small x less than 2. Okay, the function probability density function value is 0 for the remaining values of small x. Okay, so now what we have to calculate? We have to solve 3 bits. What is the first bit? We have to find the value of a. That means we have to find the constant value. We have to find the value of constant capital A. B bit, we have to find the probability of x greater than 1. Next, C bit, you have to evaluate cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. Okay. So here, let us solve for first bit. First A bit. We have to find the value of capital A, that is constant. How can we calculate the value of capital A? In the previous class, we discussed 5 properties of probability density function. All of you see those 5 properties? So among those 5 properties, which property is useful for us? Second property, isn't it? So here, second property is written. Integral minus infinity to infinity, small fx of x is equal to 1. Integral minus infinity to infinity, small fx of x equal to 1. That is the property we have to use here to find the value of capital A. Okay, so consider that property. And here we have to change the limits of integration. Why? We have to change the limits of integration. Here the limits are not minus infinity to infinity. We have to change the limits according to the given problem. So in the given problem, the values of x is ranging from 0 to 2 only. For the remaining values of x, the function is not defined. The function value is 0. So you have to change the limits of integration as 0 to 2. Okay. integral 0 to 2 a into 3x minus x square dx is equal to 1. So here you have to change the limits of integration, that is from 0 to 2. Okay. Now a is a constant, so you can write it outside. So write the a outside of integration. Now integral of 3x minus x square dx is equal to 1. So 3 is constant again. What is the value of integral x? Integral x dx. Here we have two terms, 3x x square. So separate the terms. 3 is constant. Integral x dx means x square by 2. So 3x square by 2 is the first term. Next, what about integral of x square? Integral of x square. X cube by 3. Because you know the formula, integral x power n is equal to integral x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here integral x square dx becomes x power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. So x power 3 by 3. That is the second term after applying integration. Now for these two terms, you have to apply the limits of integration, that is from 0 to 2. Okay. So which is equal to 1. Next step is, see the next step. A is a constant. So A into, now you have to apply the limits. How can we apply the limits? First substitute 2 instead of small x. So 3 into 2 square by 2 minus 2 cube by 3. After applying upper limit, you will get 3 into 2 square by 2 minus 2 cube by 3. Okay. Next, this is the term what we have got after applying upper limit. Now we have to apply the lower limit also. So you have to write minus, substitute 0 instead of, substitute 0 because lower limit is 0. Substitute 0 instead of x, you will get 3 into 0 by 2, 0 minus 0 cube by 3, 0 again. So second term becomes 0. That means if you apply the lower limit instead of, if you substitute the lower limit instead of x, you will get 0. Isn't it? So you have only one term regarding the upper limit. 3 into 2 square by 2 minus 2 cube by 3. 3 into 2 square by 2 means 2. 2 square lo 2 cancel out. So 3 into 2 you will get 6 minus 2 cube by 3 means 8 by 3, which is equal to 1. So here capital A into 6 minus 8 by 3. Take the LCM. 3 is the LCM here. 3 6 are 18. 18 minus 8. 18 minus 8. 10 only, na? So 10 by 3. Capital A into 10 by 3 is equal to 1. That is the next step. Capital A into 10 by 3 is equal to 1. This implies capital A becomes 3 by 10. So this is the value of A, isn't it? So to find the value of capital A, we have to consider the property integral minus infinity to infinity small fx of x equal to 1. Now you have to change the limits of integration, that is from 0 to 2, capital A into 3x minus x square into dx. For these two limits, for these limits only, the function is defined, whereas for the remaining values of x, the function value is 0. That's why you have to put the limits from 0 to 2 only. Okay. So capital A is constant, so you can write it outside. Now apply the integration. Integral of x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. That is the formula what we have to use here. So after applying integration, you have to substitute the limits. Okay. After applying upper limit, you will get 6 minus 8 by 3. After applying lower limit, the term becomes 0 because 0 is the lower limit. So if you substitute 0 instead of small x, then you will get 0. Okay, after solving for A, you will get capital A is equal to 3 by 10. Okay. Next, solve for b bit. B bit. We have to find probability of x greater than 1. Probability of capital X greater than 1. Isn't it? So we have to find the probability of capital X greater than 1. Here the b bit is solved here. All of you see probability of capital X greater than 1 is equal to integral 1 to 2, because 2 is the maximum value of integration here. In the given problem, according to the given data, 2 is the upper limit, 2 is the upper value, okay, maximum value. That's why you have to write the limits of integration as 1 to 2, integral 1 to 2. Capital A value is 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 into 3x minus x square dx. 3 by 10 is constant. So you can write it. 3 by 10 is constant. So you can write it outside. Again, apply the integration for the term 3x minus x square. So 3 into integral x square by 2. 3 is constant. Integral x means x square by 2. Minus integral of x square means x cube by 3. Okay. So after applying integration, substitute the limits. The limits are integral. The limits are 1 to 2. Okay. So first, instead of small x, substitute the upper limit first. Three by 2 into 4 minus 1, because 2 square is 4 minus 1 square is 1. So after applying limits, after substituting the limits instead of x square, you will get 4 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 into 2 cube minus 1, 8 minus 1. Okay, you can substitute in this way also. You can substitute in this way also, or you may substitute as above. Okay, so you can substitute the values in both methods. So after solving, you will get probability of capital X greater than 1 is equal to 13 by 20. Next, see the third bit. You have to evaluate cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function means capital Fx of x. Okay, how can we solve this? How can we solve this? Here capital Fx of x equal to, what is the relationship between cumulative distribution function and probability density function? What is the relationship between cumulative distribution function and probability density function? Cumulative distribution function equal to integration of probability density function, isn't it? You have to integrate the probability density function to get the cumulative distribution function. That is circled here. Cumulative distribution function is equal to integral 0 to x small fx of x dx. Okay, small fx of x is a into 3x minus x square. Small a value is 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 into 3x minus x square dx. Why should we write small x instead of upper limit? Why should we write small x instead of upper limit? Actually, the limits should be 0 to 2. But why should we use small x here? Because if you substitute numerical values, then you will get the answer as numerical value only. But that is not the correct method. You have to find the function. That function should be in terms of x only. Our obtained function should be in terms of x only. It should not be a numerical value. So that's why you have to write small x in place of upper limit. Okay, don't write 2 here. In place of upper limit, don't write 2, because 0 to 2 limits means you will get the numerical value. That is not the correct method. Is it clear? Is it clear? Anyone can respond. Bhargav,
Madam.
is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody can respond, not only Bhargav. Are you following or not?
Brightness button, madam.
What? Tell me.
Brightness లేదు madam screen.
Okay, now is it clear? Is it clear now? I have selected the maximum brightness, but it is the screen is somewhat dark. Okay, capital Fx of x equal to integral 0 to x 3 by 10 into 3x minus x square dx. Here we are writing the upper limit as x only, because if you write here 2, if you write the upper limit as 2, then you will get the answer as a numerical value instead of this. Here we have got the answer 9 by 20 into x square minus x cube by 10. But if you substitute upper limit as 2, then you will get the numerical value instead of this. That is not correct method, because we have to find the function that should be in terms of x only. It should not be a numerical value. So here cumulative distribution function means it is a function of x. It is a function of small x. So the answer should be in terms of small x only. The answer should not be a numerical value. That's why you should not write 2 instead of upper limit. You have to write x only. That's what I am saying. Is it clear? Okay. So here 3 by 10 is the constant value, so you can write it outside. After applying the integration, you have to substitute the limits that are from 0 to x. So after substituting the limits also, you will get the function like this. 9 by 20 into x square. 9 by 20 into x square minus x cube by 10. This is the answer what we have to get for the cumulative distribution function. Okay, is it clear? Next, let us solve for third problem. Let us go for third problem. Consider the probability density function small fx of x equal to a into e power minus b mod x, modulus of x. Whereas small x is ranging from minus infinity to plus infinity. We have to solve two bits again here. First bit is we have to find the cumulative distribution function capital Fx of x. Second bit is we have to find the probability that the outcome lies in between 1 and 2. Okay, this is the problem given for you. All of you see the solution. Here modulus of x is given for you. Modulus means you may consider negative values or you may consider positive values also. Okay, if you consider negative values of x, If you consider negative values of x, that means x is less than 0. If you consider negative values of x, that means small x is less than 0. Small x value is less than 0 means we are considering the negative values of x. That negative into negative becomes positive. So you have to write a into e power bx. Okay, a into e power bx, because we have considered the negative values of x. Whereas if you consider positive values of x, positive values of x means x greater than or equal to 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative, but here we are considering in the second range. X greater than or equal to 0. That means positive values. If x is positive, positive into negative becomes negative only. That's why you have to write a into e power minus bx. A into e power minus bx. Okay. So you have to take negative values of x as well as positive values of x, because here it is given that mod x. Okay, mod x means you may take negative values and positive values. If you consider negative values of x, you will get one function. If you consider positive values of x, you will get another function. Okay, not a different function, but sign changes. Okay, sign changes. Okay, so here see this. First bit is we have to find the cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function for negative values of x and for positive values of x. For both ranges, we have to calculate cumulative distribution function. So here for x less than 0, that means for negative values of x, we are solving first of all. So what is the relationship between cumulative distribution function and probability density function? What is the relationship between cumulative distribution function and probability density function? In this class only I have told you in the previous problem. Cumulative distribution function is equal to integration of probability density function. So capital Fx of x is equal to integration of probability density function. Here we are considering negative values of x. So the limits of integration should be minus infinity to x only. The limits of integration must be minus infinity to x only. The limits of integration should be minus infinity to x. Here, negative values of x means the limits of integration must be minus infinity to 0. But why should we write upper limit as x? You should not write 0 here. The reason is already explained for you. If you write 0 as upper limit, you will get the numerical value as the answer. That is not the correct method. You have to find the cumulative distribution function. That function should be in terms of x only. Okay. That function should be x only. Okay. So here integral minus infinity to x integral minus infinity to x a into e power bx dx, isn't it? Integral minus infinity to x a into e power bx dx. So here a is constant, small a is constant. So you can write it outside. Integral of e power bx dx. Integral of e power bx dx. What is the integration of e power bx? Integration of e power bx. E power bx by b, isn't it? Integral of e power bx dx is equal to e power bx by b. Okay, so again denominator b is also constant, so you can write it outside. Now you have to apply the limits minus infinity to x for e power bx only. For the term e power bx, you have to apply the limits minus infinity to x. Okay, so here a by b is constant. Apply the limits for e power bx. The limits are minus infinity to x. So substitute x instead of x, you will get e power bx only. But substitute minus infinity instead of small x, e power b into minus infinity, e power b into minus infinity. So minus infinity into anything, minus infinity. So e power minus infinity is 0. So you need not to consider that term. That's why you have to write the single term a by b into e power bx. Okay. Is it clear? For x less than 0, cumulative distribution function, for x less than 0, the cumulative distribution function becomes a by b into e power bx. Okay. Next, see the second possibility for x greater than or equal to 0. For x greater than or equal to 0, cumulative distribution function is nothing but you have to add the previous values also. Already in the previous classes, I told you that if you consider any value, you have to add the previous values also. That's why the word is cumulative. Okay, cumulative distribution function means you have to add the previous values. You have to add cumulatively. You have to add cumulatively all the values up to given value. Okay, so for x greater than or equal to 0, capital Fx of x equal to, here the range is mentioned as x greater than or equal to 0. X greater than or equal to 0. For x greater than or equal to 0, you have to consider the previous values also. What are the previous values? Minus infinity to 0. Okay. And 0 to x, you have to write as a second term. Okay. Actually, you have to solve this problem by taking the limits integral minus infinity to x only. Because here we have to split the integrations. First term is integral minus infinity to 0. Second term is integral 0 to x. Okay. Integral minus infinity to 0 means negative values of x. That's why a into e power bx you have to write here. Whereas in the second integration, 0 to x means positive values of x. That's why you have to write the function as a into e power minus bx dx. Okay. So here again you have to apply the integration. You have to apply the integration. A is constant. Integral e power bx dx. E power bx, integration of e power bx means e power bx by b. B is again constant, so you can write it outside. The limits are minus infinity to 0. Again here in the second integration also, a is constant, so you can write it outside. Integral of e power minus bx is e power minus bx by minus b. The integration limits are here 0 to x. Okay, integration of e power minus bx means e power minus bx by minus b. Here we have minus sign for b. That's why you have to write minus b in the denominator. So again minus b is also constant, so you can write it outside and then apply the limits 0 to x. So after solving this, you will get the answer as a by b into 2 minus e power minus bx. That is the answer here. So now define the cumulative distribution function for different values of x. Cumulative distribution function capital Fx of x equal to a by b into e power bx for x less than 0. Okay, whereas for x greater than or equal to 0, we have got this expression a by b into 2 minus e power minus bx. Okay, a by b into 2 minus e power minus bx. That is the expression what we have got for the range x greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now go for second bit. Second bit, find the probability that the outcome lies in between 1 and 2. So the probability of 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. That is the second bit we have to solve. So here capital X is taking the values from 1 to 2. That's why the limits of integration must be from 1 to 2 only. So integral fx, small fx of x dx. Okay, integral 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means, is these values positive or negative? 1 to 2. Here the limits of integration is 1 to 2. Is these values positive or negative? Positive values of x. So for positive values of x, what we have to consider the function, probability density function, a into e power minus bx. So here you have to substitute a into e power minus bx dx. So here a into e power minus bx by minus b. Integral of e power minus bx dx is equal to e power minus bx by minus b. Now you have to apply the limits 1 to 2. Okay. So minus a by b, you have to write it outside. Next apply the limits 1 to 2. First write the upper limit e power minus 2b minus e power minus b. Okay, first upper limit is substitute 2 instead of small x. Next substitute the lower limit 1 instead of small x. So you will get e power minus 2b minus e power minus b. Okay, so take this minus into the brackets. So you will get a by b into, within the brackets you have to write e power minus b minus e power minus 2b. If you take the minus into the brackets, then substitute and then multiply the terms within the brackets with minus symbol, then you will get the expression as this one. Is it clear? Here the given problem, all of you see the given problem. Small fx of x is equal to a into e power minus b mod x. Modulus of x means x may take positive values or it may take negative values. So you have to define the function for both positive and negative values separately. Okay, now you have to solve 2 bits. First bit is you have to find the cumulative distribution function, capital Fx of x. So capital Fx of x is equal to integral small fx of x. You have to change the limits of integration according to the given data. Okay, so integral minus infinity to x you have to write, because here for negative values of x we are solving for cumulative distribution function for the negative values of x. That's why you have to write minus infinity to x. Upper limit should be x only. It should not be a numerical value. Okay, so integral e power bx dx is e power bx by b. Next apply the limits, you will get the answer. Next for the positive values of x you have to solve. This function is cumulative. Cumulative means you have to add all the possible values cumulatively up to the given value. That is the meaning of this word. Okay. So capital Fx of x is equal to, the previous range is minus infinity to 0 and then 0 to x. Okay. Minus infinity to 0 means the previous values of x, whereas the given values are 0 to x only. You have to add both cumulatively. Okay. Cumulative meaning మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు కదమ్మా, మనకి ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూ వరకు అన్ని యాడ్ చేసేయాలి, ప్రీవియస్ వాల్యూస్ అన్ని కలుపుకొని. ఓకే, సో అందుకే మనం ఇక్కడ రెండు యాడ్ చేసాం టూ టర్మ్స్. ద రేంజ్ ఫ్రమ్ -∞ to 0 and from 0 to x. Actually, according to the given data, you have to take the limits from 0 to x only. But you have to add previous values also because this is cumulative distribution function. That's what I am saying. Okay. So after solving for this, you will get this one. So here for x less than 0, you have got this answer, and for x greater than or equal to 0, you have got this answer. Now you have to write here. Next, for the second bit also, you have to take the limits of integration as 1 to 2 because the outcome must lies in between 1 to 2. So here, which is equal to integral 1 to 2 small fx of x dx. Now substitute. 1 to 2 means positive values only. That's why for positive values of x, the function is probability density function is a into e power minus bx. That's what you have to substitute here. Next, integral e power minus bx means e power minus bx by minus b. Here minus b is also constant, so you can write it outside. Next, apply the limits from 1 to 2. Okay, is it clear? Next, let us go for third problem. Third problem is also very easy because we have solved 3 problems up to now. Till now, we have solved 3 problems. So this is somewhat easy for you. Within 5 minutes, I will stop the class. Here, see the third problem. All of you see the third problem. If capital X is a random variable, then the probability density function is given as small fx of x equal to kx for the range of x. Small x is 0 to 2, whereas the function is defined as k into 4 minus x. Whereas k into 4 minus x is the function for the range of x 2 to 4. Whereas for the remaining values of x, the function is 0. It is not defined. So first of all, we have to solve the 2 bits here also. First bit is we have to find the k value. You have to find the k value because k is constant. So which property we have to use to find the value of k here? Which bit you have? Which property you have to use? The same property. What is the property? Integral minus infinity to a infinity small fx of x dx is equal to 1. This is the property what you have to use to find the value of constant. So by using this property, here you have to write the integration limits as integral minus infinity to infinity. But here the function is defined for 2 ranges, 0 to 2 and 2 to 4. So you have to change the limits according to the given data. From 0 to 2, the function is defined as kx. From 2 to 4, the function is defined as k into 4 minus x. Okay. For greater than 4, the function is not defined, isn't it? So you have to change the limits of integration according to the given data. From 0 to 2, integral 0 to 2 kx dx. You have to write dx also. You have to write dx because integration is with respect to x only. That's why you have to write dx for both integrations. Okay. Integral 0 to 2 kx dx plus integral 2 to 4 k into 4 minus x dx is equal to 1. K into 4 minus x dx is equal to 1. So here k is constant again. So write it outside. Integral of x becomes x square by 2. So the limits are 0 to 2. So from 0 to 2, k into integral x dx means x square by 2. You have to apply the limits 0 to 2. Okay. So next, k is again constant. So you have to write it outside here also. Integral 4 minus x dx. 4 is constant. 4 is constant. So again, you have to write it outside. Integral 1 dx means x. That's why you will get 4x as first term. Okay, what is the next term? Minus integral x. Integral x is x square by 2. So that is the second term. Okay, so first term k is constant, so you have to write it outside. Integral 4 minus x dx. Integral 4 dx, 4 is constant, so you can write it outside. Integral 1 dx means x. That is the first term, first 4x. Minus what is the second term? Integral x dx. X dx means x square by 2. So that is the second term. You have to apply the limits. So after applying the limits, you will get the k value as 1 by 4. After applying the limits and solve for the value of k, you will get k equal to 1 by 4. Now the function is small fx of x equal to 1 by 4 into x. K, because k is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into x from 0 to 2. From 2 to 4, 1 by 4 into 4 minus x. Okay, so that is the density function. Next, what is the second bit here? You have to evaluate cumulative distribution function. You have to evaluate cumulative distribution function. Here, cumulative distribution function means what is the relationship between cumulative distribution function and probability density function? Cumulative distribution function equal to integral of probability density function. What are the limits of integration now? What are the limits of integration? What are the limits of integration? Here in the given data, two ranges are given for you. First range is 0 to 2. Second range is 2 to 4. Isn't it? So first range is 0 to 2. Second range is 2 to 4. For the first range, we have to solve the cumulative distribution function. Capital Fx of x equal to integral probability density function small fx of x dx. What is the value of small fx of x? For the first range, x by 4. So here you have to write x by 4. What are the limits of integration? What are the limits of integration? Here from the given data, you have to write 0 to 2. But you should not write numerical value in place of upper limit, because you will get the answer in terms of numerical value. That is not the correct method. So substitute x here. Okay. So here 0 to x. The integration limits must be 0 to x. It should not be 0 to 2. Okay. Because if you write 2 here, you will get the numerical value as answer. That is not the correct value. So integral 0 to x. For the first range, density function is x by 4. So you have to write x by 4 dx. Okay. 1 by 4 is the constant value. So you have to write it outside. Integral x dx. Integral x dx. X square by 2. So 1 by 4 is constant. Integral x dx means x square by 2. Integration limits are from 0 to x only. Okay. So here 2 is also constant in the denominator. So you can write it outside. It becomes 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 into, now apply the limits. Substitute x in place of x. You will get x square only, because we are substituting x only in place of x. Minus 0 square. 0 square is 0. So x square minus 0, you will get x square by 8. That is the answer. Okay. So for the second range also, you have to calculate the cumulative distribution function. For the second range also, you have to calculate the cumulative distribution function. What is the second range? 2 to 4. What is the second range? 2 to 4. So here, this is cumulative distribution function. We are calculating cumulative distribution function, capital Fx of x. You have to add cumulatively all the terms, including the previous values also. So first previous values are 0 to 2, next values 2 to x. Okay, so integration limits 2 to x you have to write. Okay, so solve for this. Time is over. Let us discuss the next remaining problems in the next class. So solve for this, you will get this answer. All of you see once again. All of you refer the material and solve for this. Okay.